What ho everybody, Ian here with another report on my Gauge O Guild virtual exhibition layout project. Well, it's been a bit of a mixed week here with a mixture of fun and frustrations. So fun because of what arrived in the mail this week, and I'll share those with you later on. But frustrations because of the makings of these cassettes for the fiddle yard. As you know, I'm planning a kind of like a scenic fiddle yard system with a scenic baseboard that you plug train cassettes into to run the trains onto the main part of the layout. And well, so I've been working on how I get those. Well, I've been working on how to make the cassettes. I went into the workshop, stroke garage, and assembled the baseboards. Joined them together with the good old-fashioned coach bolt method. I've used that for I don't know how many years, so I'm not going to change now. Maybe one day I'll try split pin hinges, but right now coach bolts work for me. So I joined the baseboards together with coach bolts, and then as I got the layout flat and level, I decided to see how I'm going to get these cassettes to work, because I want to lay my track on 3/16 inch cork, which I've got a lot of, those like foot square tiles. So I cut those to size and use those. If I'm using 3/16 cork for the track bed, then my cassettes will need to be 3/16 of an inch thick. So I've been looking at various ways of putting together 3/16 of an inch in the base for the cassettes. I started off with ply, and this is where I got really frustrated. So I found some birch ply, which was allegedly 1/4 of an inch thick. So, but it was, and I'm sorry to mix my measuring systems up here, but this 1/4 of an inch birch ply was about 4.5 millimeters thick, whereas the 1/4 inch ACX ply that I had was actually 7 millimeters thick, neither of which is actually 1/4 of an inch. But there's the problem, you see. It's like both woods were nominally 1/4 of an inch, but neither was 1/4 of an inch. So it's like I'm still fiddling away, trying to find what the best way is to make these cassettes. So 1/4 of an inch is obviously too deep, and so I need to bite the bullet and go and buy some more expensive birch ply, because at least that's a little bit thinner. So being thinner, then I'll probably have to raise it with 16th inch cork. You try getting 16th inch cork these days. Hobby shops don't seem to carry it, but I believe that auto stores do, and that's because car enthusiasts will make cylinder head gaskets and all kinds of gaskets out of 16th inch cork. I've done it myself on my... Did I do it on my MG or did I do it on my Studebaker? Can't remember. But anyway, there was I needed a gasket. Yeah, in the coolant system. I needed a gasket in the coolant system somewhere, and so I went and bought some 16th inch cork, which I've lost because that was a long time ago now. And so, yeah, I'm going to have to nip up to an auto store somewhere that actually has some cork, so that I can maybe lay a layer of cork on the base of the cassettes. Well, let's talk about some of the fun stuff that happened this week. And it was this package from Rails of Sheffield. What I had was from Lionheart Models, this lovely Northstand 7-plank coal wagon. So this was, oh, it's noisy. So this is a lovely piece, because being a Lincolnshire lad, I have to have a wagon that is at least local to the area, and Grimsby, of course, is in Lincolnshire. It's always been in Lincolnshire, never been in South Humberside at all. And to my mind, South Humberside never existed. So Grimsby is in Lincolnshire. Always has been, always will be. So, and this is just a beautiful piece from Lionheart Models. Say the quality of finish that you always expect from O-scale wagons right now, and this is just lovely. But the really crazy thing about this, which is totally amazing to me, is you have a bloody door that, pardon my French, you have a door that opens on the side. I mean, can you see that? That's crazy. I mean, it's a level of detail I don't think you really need. But, you know, if I was to model a scene, a diorama type scene with where you are like unloading coal from the wagon, it would be a nice detail to have. But my goodness, it's amazing. It's not properly hinged, of course. It's just got pins in there, and just can't, you have to rely on the friction in the system there to hold everything in place. But it's a beautiful piece of work. It'll be a shame to weather it, to be honest, looking at that. But it's a beautiful model, and seeing the name Northstand, of course, reminded me of when I was a child and my first Hornby train set, Hornby Freight Master, in 74, 75, 76, around that time, with the Class 31. It had one of those 20-ton mineral wagons in blue with the Northstand lettering on the side. Now, I'm not sure how prototypically accurate that one actually was, but it was Northstand, it was Grimsby, and I was a Lincolnshire lad, so I was always very happy with that Northstand wagon. So the next, and so this Northstand wagon is a nice piece to have. Now the next thing that arrived was from Dapol. There we go. Here's the seductive box opening. This was rather hard to do, but and it's this. This is the perfect example of inventing your own light railway, and buying things because you like them. Because it's this. It's the Southern Region small brake van. Do they call them pillboxes? Is it? I can't remember. Anyway, somebody will put me straight on that. But this is just one of those wagons that I just like. I like the colour. I like the colour scheme. I just like the style and the design. So we have one for the East Lincolnshire Light Railway. Probably totally. I mean, it's a 20-ton brake van? So it's probably way too much for a tiny little light railway, but it's just such a nice characterful vehicle that I decided that I needed one. I think it'll look rather nice on short goods trains on the layout. So there it is. I will like remove or maybe paint out, just black out the Southern Railway number on the side, and then make up a decal of my own for like East Lincolnshire Light Railway brake van number, whatever, something like that. Anyway, something to give the vehicle its own character. So yeah, really happy with this vehicle too. So that's been it for this week. I'm going to leave you now, and I'm going to go into the garage and stare at my birch ply or my ACX ply and kind of like work out how I am going to put everything together. So I'm not sure if there will be a update next week because it's a holiday weekend here in America. It's Memorial Day weekend, and the wife and I are going away for the weekend. We're off up to our favourite city, Duluth, Minnesota. And Duluth does have a good railway history, so we might get a trip on the North Shore Scenic Railroad. Never know. In which case I will regale you with film of that later on. But that's it for this week. I'll check back maybe next week, maybe the week after. And so in the meantime, just take care, happy modelling, and we'll see you later.